It's 100.7 WZLX. Charles Laquidara here with my producer, Dave Lawrence. And we got the James Brown camp on hold. I think we're just about ready. So, Dave, me and you are going to talk to the Godfather?
The man, Mr. Dynamite. I'm psyched.
Hold on a second. You love this music.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty down with James.
Yeah. So you know Papa's got one, a brand new one, right?
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah, okay, all right. I know.
And he doesn't take any mess either.
When you hear the words The Godfather, we all know we're talking about the one, the only. From Augusta, Georgia, the minister of the new super heavy funk, the hardest working man in show business, Mr. Dynamite, the undisputed founder of Funk and Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about that man, and he joins us to chat about his remarkable career, and he's going to come on in just a second and give a plug to one of his latest rising talents, a woman, I say, named Tommy Ray, from the man who introduced the world to Maceo Parker, Fred Wesley, the JBs, Lynn Collins, Vicki Anderson, and countless other greats. We're talking, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the funkiest man alive, period. It is an honor, I must say, to have him back on the show. Please welcome the one, the only...
Mr. Brown, I had Mr. Charles Laquidara from WZLX in Boston online, so go ahead with your interview.
Mr. Brown, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me clear?
Real good.
I hope you can remember when you talked to me, but you talked to millions of people, so, I know you can't remember me, but I'll tell you, you loved me last time we talked. You thought I was like the boss. You thought I was the man. My name is Charles Laquidara. Charles Laquidara. And
I remember.
What the hell is this Johnny Mathis you got me on when you put me on hold?
Chances are.
Listen, welcome back to the big show, James. I want to introduce you to my cohort here. He's a big JB fan. His name is Mr. Dave Lawrence. Dave, say hi to the Godfather.
It's great to talk to you, Mr. Brown. I've loved your stuff for years.
This is the man's world.
Absolutely, it is. I have a real big area of James that I love, and that's your early stuff from the 70s that you put out, the albums Hell and the album The Payback.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, all these years later, whether it's occurred to you, like, how important those albums are for young people who are just getting into funk, guys who are in, like, their late 20s who are just turning on to funk. And when when we get those albums, those are like bookends of funk. And I just wanted to hear from you what your thoughts are on those two records all these years later.
Hell told a lot of great things that the young people should be knowing about and should be concerned about our country and our welfare, because I believe in God and country. You got to go that way if you're going to ever amount to anything. You got to feel that you got a responsibility to your country, and you always owe a debt to the Father and the Master. And that way, you can live in harmony knowing that you're doing the right thing. Naturally, you'd like to make it funky, the Payback, I Feel Good, you'd like to do other things, Popcorn. We do all those things. Papa Don't Take No Mess. We do those things now.
Right.
But I also like that new song about my protege that's up there now, Tommy Ray, who's doing that real funky takeoff on Try.
Right. No, that's hot. We have that, actually.
That is a bad song, and she's mind you, Janice, she's tall, very good-looking young lady. And
that's what I was going to ask you. Does she have a boyfriend? Does she mess around? What's up with that? My wife's 8,000 miles away in Hawaii, James.
Well, thank God I'm a single man, but it won't make no difference there. She's right now in her career. She don't see nobody, but, they're that way. She's just happy with what she's doing, and that's going to make her a big person, because you got to really focus on your career these days.
She used to do a Janis Joplin tribute show. Is Janis another area of influence for her? Would she own up to?
You're right on it. I was always when I was saying years ago, even now, all the time I go on tours, somewhere in my show I used to always mention Janis Joplin. And this young lady here, she was doing the Legends in Vegas. There was a big show they had there with Elvis and Janis and a lot of major people, and she won out over 200 girls. She wanted to lead on that. And I'm very proud, because this is a hot record. It's just like my record, Funk on the Road. We got things going on. Mm-hmm. And I thank God for people like you. I thank God for the area. Tell everybody in that area that I said hello.
We will, James. We'll
I'm
definitely.
getting ready to get down. I want to get funky. Get up.
Mr. James Brown with us here on the Big Mattress. James, hold on. We're going to take a quick break and do a couple of commercials, and we'll be right back with the Godfather of Soul here on 100.7 WZLX, Boston's classic rock. Charles Laquidara back at you here on the Big Mattress on 100.7. We have James Brown with us, and my producer and resident James Brown expert, Mr. Dave Lawrence, is here. Talk to the Godfather, Dave.
James, when are you coming back into town?
Yeah, man.
We need to have you back in town getting funky with us.
Well, you're a good person and a good show and a good cohort. I thank you so very much for saying those warm and beautiful things. I hope you come in that area very soon. I'll probably be playing one of those colleges up there, though. You might hear something like that, you know. I'll probably play one of the colleges. I like playing colleges because you can give positive messages to you.
My son's going to Brandeis. You want to go to Brandeis? Give him a little funk. My boy Ari John, he needs a little funk in his soul.
Well, if you got a dad that knows as much about it as you, he got funk.
James, I have another old one of your former cohorts that you jammed with that I'm curious about. How often do you talk to Bootsy Collins these days?
Bootsy, I talk to him about once every month and a half. Bootsy is a fine young man. Bootsy looks very clean. He's up there with his wife, and he's in the studio all the time. He's a fine person. He and his brother Phelps.
Yep, Catfish.
Yeah.
They're good people.
James, if I was one of these big promoters like Don Law, somebody around here, and if I proposed a tour with you being the headliner, of course, and George Clinton, the middle act, and the Funky Meters from New Orleans as the openers, would you do the tour, and would you do it for nothing, or would you just do it for the right price? Would you do it for me?
Well, I'd want to do it because I think you got the right hookup and the right juice, but what would happen there, that they'd have to go through my office because I don't set those kind of things. I do so many things in community.
I'm doing just a supposing.
Yep.
But
and they would work out some kind of arrangement with you, I'm sure of that.
What would you think of that, though, James? The idea...
I think it's a great idea. Funk is on the road, and I think it would be great to support the show, and I think you see a lot of great things there.
All right, James, I want you to promise us before we let you go that the next time you're in Boston, you'll come by WZLX. Say that, WZLX. Let me hear you say it one time.
Hi, this is James Brown. I'm tuned to WBLX, the boss in Boston.
Okay. And, James, you going to come by and hang out with us some
I'd
morning?
love to come by. Thank you for being so good and so nice. And remember, if we're going to ever do anything, we must try.
And thanks to the Godfather for speaking with us, the hardest working man in show business, the minister of the new super heavy funk.
I feel good.
The one and only James Brown. James, can you say, again, it's WZ as in zebra, LX. Can you just say something for me, please?
Hi, this is James Brown. WDLX is the boss in Boston. Check it out right now, and you will feel good.